Good evening, interlopers. And viewers of all kinds. I've turned off multiplayer just to see if someone mentioned that it might repair the stability issues until the next patch, at least. So I'll try that for a while and see how it goes. If it crashes here, I'll probably not restart. So I'll warn people that show up in the chat. If it crashes, that's final. Other than that, I'll go for, maybe 2 hours here if it doesn't crash. Okay, we've got a deal. Yeah. And for those of you who didn't see, I've got settlement citizens up to 186, and it's Class A for Primal Arena. Jedi 36. Hello there to you. Welcome to the stream. I was just explaining I've had some stability issues. If it crashes, it'll... Hey, Moose. I was going to say, if it crashes, it's final. I won't restart a new stream. I'm just testing it here with... Normally I play with multiplayer on. I've turned off multiplayer to see if that affects my stability until the next crash. Have the same issues. Jedi, do you play with multiplayer enabled or disabled? I think there is a test version that mentions various PlayStation fixes that it's off and it still crashes for you, eh? Okay, so this probably will crash for me then as well. If that's the test version says it has some fixes for PlayStation in general, not specifically 4 or 5. So we'll see when that fix comes through to the main game if it helps us. You're on PS4 as well, Jedi? 5x10. Not sure. Does that mean everything's good or it's half good? Experimental fix the safes. Oh, there's some safe problem for like the storage vault safes. I didn't really notice that it was a problem there. Not specifically, anyway. There is one thing I noticed, storage boxes, yeah. There is one thing I noticed that's very strange. I just teleport to yeah, I'll go to my freighter and then to the space anomaly. Expand. Oh, mix the funny 11 column safes. Yeah. Now 10 by 5. All right. Yeah, that it was also off on the machine that catches all the parts when you delete a base. It was malaligned too. Now 10 by 5. I see what you mean by that now. For 50 50 slots, yeah. If I head out to the I noticed I think we noticed it once before, Moose, the food critic Kronos has a quirk, and I think it's still there. He can see stuff that I cannot find. So we'll just get away from everything here a little bit. And it, you know, who knows, it may be the same problem with the storage vaults that, you know, there's some phantom vault out there that he's looking in. That's fixed too, you think, in the test version? Well, we'll see. Max income and 0 maintenance and 100% happiness, 120 citizens. 120 citizens. Okay, that's pretty good. And still A-class settlement, yeah. Yeah, I've seen income as high as 1 million per day and maintenance as low as 0. And happiness has been pinned at 100% for most of the ages. My productivity, it hit 1 million once, I think, or twice early on, and it won't go up to 1 million anymore. Yeah. Max I've seen is 1 million. I saw it once and then it dropped a little bit, and it won't go up to 1 million anymore for me. No matter what, you know, I get productivity improvements in the supervisor decisions, and it doesn't go up. It won't go up to 1 million anymore for me. My population, as you saw, is 186 now. Anyway, this is the other quirk I found. This guy, he finds this creature pellets I've got. That's normal. Leg meat and heptaploid wheat. I can't. I don't know where he's finding that. Like I've got some, but I thought it was hidden in the let's see here. I've got my crafting hauler out now. Do you see any leg meat here? There's none here that I can see. There is some food here, deathly cold ice cream. I can't get him to see that. Here's the creature pellets. I'm going to hide them again and see what happens. Now, we got some leg meat here somewhere. Let's see. Maybe we don't have any leg meat. I don't know where it's finding the leg meat. Strider sausage, that should be leg meat. He's smelling in the vault. This is the vault. And I don't have leg meat here either. And there's no other meat anywhere else in the vaults. No meat, 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 no leg meat. No leg meat. And no meat. And we're back at the beginning again, right? There's no meat in here that I see. This is the backpack exosuit. Here's the starship. No meat, no meat, no meat, no meat, no meat, no meat. The multi-tool, there's no meat in the multi-tool. The freighter has no meat. So where is he smelling leg meat from? If we go back to him, should still be there. Maybe something else in there by now. Meaty chunks, leg meat. Where is he finding leg meat? And the haploid wheat. I've got all my food well, except for that ice cream. Is supposedly hidden in a vault. And he normally cannot smell stuff in the vault. In the storage vault. So how is he finding the meaty chunks, the haploid wheat, and the leg meat? Meaty chunks I've got in there, haploid wheat I've got in there, but I definitely don't have leg meat. Freighter to new system. Well, I can do that for you too, but I don't think it'll make a difference, because like I've got, he should be able to see this deathly cold ice cream. It's in the regular exosuit backpack, and he doesn't see that. He sees leg meat and those other things. I'll put this away too, just to see if that's relevant. I doubt it. Put it in with the food here. The other thing is I could check if I've got leg meat in a food processor, which I may be carrying around with me somehow, and he may be smelling stuff in there for science. Go to new system without freighter. Okay, so there's my freighter. Go to my Rocky Ridge Farms, my oldest base. Definitely no freighter in this system. I'll take my ship up to the to a space anomaly, right? For science, yep. Computer science. We're playing a new game called Computer Science. Figure out what the hell the stupid program is doing. Okay, now I have a landing pad somewhere. I think it might be this way. We'll see. Oh, there's a ship there, yeah. There's a ship here. I don't want this ship though. Is there any special ship anyone wants to see? You've seen this one before. I've got 8 ships, I think, and 1 empty ship slot. A slot for ships as opposed to a slot in a ship. We'll just take this one up to the freighter. If anyone says they want to see one of those other ships, I can get to that later. So we want a space anomaly now. And there we go. No freighter in the system. In fact, if I look at my inventory for the freighter, it has no extra storage attached because it's in at another star system. Of course, I can still fiddle with stuff in the freighter itself, weirdly. Even though it's not here, it might be in a different galaxy. So, well, the guards are not on duty this evening. They just waved us through. No security queue tonight. Maybe later. So, we're going to see the food critic Kronos. Hi there, what do you got to say for yourself now? Can you see what you saw before? Leg meat. It's in a different order. Meaty chunks and frozen tubers. Maybe because I moved that ice cream out of the main slot that it rearranged things, but still got leg meat. What the heck? Yeah, well, that's what I've been saying. It might be a clue about some other crashes that this guy is seeing into our pack in a different way. Maybe an old way or something. He needs to be updated. I'm sure it seems like to me like an excellent candidate for causing memory problems like they try to correct with every patch. Somebody's memory is funny there in any case. So Do any of my other ships have food? Okay, let's go through all the ships and check their, yeah, like it could be my default ship, the old other hauler has food in it or something. Wonder if that's the case. Okay, bring the freighter in again. We may have to go to another, need to get away from it again later. I presume that dismiss the freighter would probably not be sufficient. We have to actually leave it behind at a different star, right? Okay, so that's the experimental that we just did. Here's the fighter that I have now. Doesn't look like he has any food. Yeah, he doesn't even have a full set of slots. That's all the slots. There's no scroll bars. So he doesn't have food. Check the living ship. So he's got a bunch of different modifiers there. He does have a scroll bar, but there's no food there. Okay. That's the living ship. And we'll go over to the third landing strip. This is my old original freighter, or hauler. My old hauler. That's different from the crafting hauler. So he's got a scroll bar. That's at the top. There's no meat there, no food that I can see. And all he's got is some packages down here. Package, package, package. So scroll up again. No, that's the top. Scroll down again. That's the bottom. So he doesn't have any food. He would be the suspect one because he's like the default ship. If you're scrapping ships or anything, it switches to him. So this is the flippy wing, call him Flipper, flippy wing exotic. That's the top. He's got no food there. No food anywhere that I can see. Okay. And here's a solar sail. And he's got a scroll bar. What's this? A packet. A mineral record. And I got rid of that. So no food anyway. Just a little bit of a scroll there, nothing under the scroll bar. Okay, nothing under the scroll point. So that ship has none. So I've got some ships in the hyper storage. We've got a squiddy. Okay, go back here. There's the original old hauler. There's the living ship. There's the flippy wing one, flipper wings, and the squiddy. So the squiddy go inside him. Squid Exotic. Oh, he's got a storage log here. He wants to use it probably. No food, no meat. And that's 7, I think. There should be one more. So, that's the solar sail or the fighter first. Let's go back through them again. Hauler, living ship, flipper, explorer. I think that's the solar sail. It's really small. The crafting hauler, and this is the fighter. So this is the solar sail. The crafting hauler is the only one that I got to back up to get him in frame. He's got just the crafting stuff there with no food. I've been doing some crafting. You notice my I said I'd have the money units capped by the end of the week. I'm up to 4 billion. Not quite capped at 4.2 billion, but it's 4 billion anyways, and it's Friday, so that prediction was pretty accurate, I figure. So suspicious goods, geode, got rid of. I got a few polyfiber, but no food. No food. No leg meat. No leg meat anywhere. It got some pure ferrite from that thing I opened. Okay. Any other ideas? That was a good idea, but nothing there. And we got to see all the ships like I was talking about anyway. So I think I'd go check to see if Mr. Kronos still just checks exocrafts. We could check exocrafts too. Let's just check that Mr. Kronos still sees the leg meat. Oh yeah, and I was gonna check the food processor storage. There's a bunch of stuff in food processor, but I don't think there's very much in exocraft. As far as possible away from Kronos when I land, of course. Turn. There you are. Sniffs with a derisory look. I wonder what the... So, leg meat, meaty chunks, frozen tubers. See, he can still smell leg meat. Let's just go to a base and check out the exocraft in the food processor. So my bases. Rocky Ridge Farms again. That might be quick. There's a lot more than just those things in the food processor, so I don't know. Well, I guess he'd just pick out the top 3 anyway, if that's what it was. We'll check. There's a food processor right there. We got another visitor at the settlement. So, do you see any meat here? I don't see any meat, let alone leg meat. Is that 11 wide? Yes. I believe it is 11 wide. So these things are skewed as well. So let's call in some Exacraft. I got in here, can I just call in? Yeah, it looks like I can. Start at the wrong end with the Minotaur. Exacraft. Is that leg meat? It's meaty chunks and leg meat. I'll be damned. That's suspicious. And haploid wheat. So, yeah, the monitor is the last Exacraft that I used. Aha! So, if we put it away, meaty chunks, with the meaty chunks, and leg meat, we may have found the vital clue, eh? Freighter. Wrong button. An egg that wants to hatch. And we're out of space for leg meat. We'll just put it in the next vault here for now. So they're all in vaults, and then see what Mr. Kronos thinks. Or should we check the rest of the Exacraft? That's like the current one, so we could just check the first one. That's the only other one I really use, I think. Exacraft. No scrolling. So there's nothing in this Exacraft. Check them all. Here's the Nomad. Nothing in his cargo. Doesn't scroll. Doesn't scroll. So the Colossus might be something here. Yeah, some archive technology package. Exocraft mining laser and mounted cannon. Huh. We could put them in the empty slots, I guess. But we're not concerned with that right now anyway, so yeah, nothing in there. Doesn't scroll yet. Colossus. And one more, I think. Oh, how are we gonna check? I'll have to go to the beach house to check the Nautilus. Where's the door? So much crap laying around. I could save a whole bunch of part numbers by cleaning up some of the crap on this old base and some of the other old bases. So I go to the Starball Beach to fetch the Nautilus. We got the warping artifact that I occasionally see. That seems to be a separate issue. Yeah, interesting. I think we may have solved that phantom food anyway there. It was in one of my exocraft, or the exoskeleton minotaur. Jedi, yes, I am on PS4. Were you on PS4 as well, Jedi? This is a PS4 Pro model. Yeah, you're on PS4 too? Okay. The beach is out here. I got some star bulb. So call in a Nautilus. Oh, I didn't do the Pilgrim yet. Is it gonna let me? Oh, I don't. I need to. You have a PS5, but I've been waiting for my expansion to come before I transfer over. You got an expansion coming? I don't know what expansion you mean. Let's see, I wanted to... Oh, no, I want to call the freighter so I can call the Pilgrim. Yeah. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over the hill. Let's call it a little closer. There's a Pilgrim. So, Exocraft has nothing in the hold, okay? Oh, it hasn't even got the super slots populated. Oh, that one is. Is there just 3? Looks like. Huh. Oh, and it crashed. So there's another thing. Multiplayer does not prevent crashes.